Hello, my lovely warriors. How are you doing? Luna here, the spiritual warrior. So here we are, another week. I know I've not done a few of these face-to-faces for a few weeks. I've got really busy, as it always does. Thank you for all of you that have booked in readings. If you booked in for the last week, they are all out now for those of you that have done live readings. I do love doing the live readings. They are my favorite. How the readings work is that all the readings are done within 7 days, whether it's a soul retrieval, coaching, EFT, whatever you are, doesn't matter on your time zone. I try to get it done within 7 days. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than that, but rarely. So that's really how it works. The website is being updated. I am getting a calendar on there, which will be so much easier because then you can just book in your time and correlate it to where you are in the world. So it just makes it easier, that back and forth. So let's have a look at the week ahead. And of course, we've got the Leo, the full moon in Leo today, as you receive this Sunday the 5th. And we're looking at the energy from Sunday the 5th all the way through to Saturday the 11th of February 2023. Though, you know, maybe if you keep these readings and you go back and look at them, there's a message in there that you've not seen. The energy feels like it's got much more flowing. What's interesting, what I've just got, is that I feel like there's going to be a lot of head. It's like head energy moving forward. That's the only way that I can explain as what they've just done through my body. It's almost like I've got this big whoosh that came through my crown chakra, and it's like it's like the energy is coming from above, which I know we know that unless you really resonate with the elementals, and then it comes from the earth. But I feel like, okay, the light, thank you, Spirit. I feel like the light that's coming from above is about propelling you forward. It's about moving you forward. And I feel like it's in a really, really fast way. I feel like there's lots of blue energy clearing. I'm feeling like much, much clearer around my throat. So it feels like a lot of this energy that's just come through now is it's about, it's softer, it's clearer, it's brighter. So I feel like it's like moving the past in the past. Now, I have had this come up in readings as well. And I feel like a lot of it's just like, just let it go. You know, whatever it's taught you, it's taught you. I feel like now it is the time to let it go and create space for new energy to come in. You know, whatever your thought of relationships, soulmate, twin flames, false flames, or all the words that are out there, whatever you think the path is about, and it's going to be very different for everyone because not everybody is on the same path and not everybody's experience are about the same thing. But one thing I can tell you for sure is when you hold on to something and you're not willing to let it go, nothing else can come in because that energy is blocked. If you let something go and you create space, it will either come back round at the right time or new energy will come in. Now, whatever you need for your highest good, it's like give it up to the universe and let them decide. They can see the bigger picture. There is something very much about a higher head energy and really trusting. It's like I just see like lots of sea. It's really interesting that I put this necklace on. This is, for those of you probably know that have been with me for a while, I'm Sagittarius, so this is my birthstone. It's this turquoise color. It's like the sea. So it's interesting that I've also been finishing the cups on. It's like the sea. There's a flow. There's a vibrancy that's kind of coming in with this full moon. Like it feels very light. It's this very bright turquoise light energy, and you can't carry the heaviness of the past. So there is a real need to let that go. Whew, okay, I wasn't expecting that to come in, but that's what happens when you channel. So let's see what cards we get to clarify that. It's also like really, really hot. Like when the energy is really intense, it's like my body really heats up. Okay, resilience. Yeah, it's about putting the baggage down. It's about, you know, how can I do this so you can see? Like, you know, see what she's carrying. It's like all those roots, all those trees, all that, everything that you've been carrying, that heavy load. Like number 21, it's the world. It's like you can have everything you want, but you've got to put it down. You've got to put it down to let the new come in. And yeah, you can carry this about forever, but it doesn't serve you. It's not serving you in any way. It's hindering you. I feel like this is the past. And I'm not saying that whatever the past is for you is not going to come back in. It will if it's meant to. It won't if it's not, you know, and that's not always your decision. You know, we talk a lot about, you know, we manifest it in and we can do this and we can bring in, and you're not manifested in and you're blocking it. To an extent that is true, but you can't manifest in another person. You can't manifest in them to change their mind. You can't manifest in a path that's not meant for you. You can take a diversion, but you'll get put back on there. And what happens is you see things just don't work out. It becomes frustrating, and you're not feeling the flow. That's when you're carrying this around, and that's when I feel it's like it's time to let that go. This energy is really, really strong. Of course, we've got the Leo. The Leo is about strength, and they're just literally showing me. It's like the tiger is roaring, but he's not roaring. Like, it's not ferocious. It's not an aggressive energy. It's a very soft and light, gentle energy, but it's strong. It's nice energy. It's like it's got grit. It's like it's got grit. It's got teeth, like a lion. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, I'm going to give them one more go. And yeah, creation. Look at the light here. The headlight. The crown. That's exactly what I felt, but mine was coming down more for a channel. That's exactly what I felt was lit up. What they're saying is you can observe it, or you can create it and feel it and put it into action. Don't just sit and watch it. Don't stand back. You can stand back, but this is giving you the opportunity to absorb it, integrate it, and create with it. Wow. Patience. We hate the patience card. It's like, come on, spirit. How patient have we been? It's like, give us something. I actually feel I'm going to pull a card on this energy, because the patience is actually quite brilliant. Like, it's making me laugh. I mean, it always makes me laugh, because every time I do a reading and the patient cards come out, everybody just rolls their eyes. But I'm actually feeling like quite buoyant with it. Okay, so the patience, we've got the 8 of Swords. And it's like, you can tie yourself up in knots in what this means. And it's like, patience does not mean that things aren't coming in. It's just that you might not see them in your time frame. It doesn't mean that it's slow. And that's so true. I mean, maybe that's just a message for me. I do feel like sometimes we think of patience as it's like, oh my God, it's going to be like 5 years or something like that. Or it's just never coming in and I'm hanging around. Okay, and what's interesting, can you see this? Like, she is watching. I love this card. I love this deck, actually. It's all about the chakras, and I can't tell you what the name is because I can't remember. She's watching. She's looking at her past self. She's looking at her past self when she used to hold herself back, when she used to tie herself back, when she used to stop herself. And I say her, but, you know, it's just, you know, it's not gender specific. And it's like, I don't do that anymore because I've let that old part of me go. That's the past, the old part of me that wouldn't step forward with a fire in her belly. This is such an interesting reading. Can you tell me about resilience? What are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? What are we letting go of? Queen of Cups. Let me just find what are we letting go of here? Where's the point of that? Yeah, got it. What else are we letting go of? Okay. Your wands. Ace of Cups. This is about progression. It's like it seems like it goes backward, but it's not, because we've got the Queen, the King, and the Ace, which they are in a progression. And what I'm getting with this is what we're letting go of is our old thought pattern of the past. This is so much about past energy and things from the past. It's like our old thoughts about belief, our old thoughts and our beliefs about love and about what lights us up and about the way that it should be. It's about allowing it to create in any way that I want to. I mean, like the King of Wands is, he's an entrepreneur. You know, if we're bringing this into modern day times, an entrepreneur, I can create whatever I like. I'm going to use my mind. Remember at the top, at the start of this reading, it was like the energy that's coming into the crown, that's giving you ideas, that's giving you inspiration, that's giving you new ways to step forward and to step into this heart energy of creation, of what it is you want and what creation is for you, and the Queen of Cups and what love is for you, what lights you up. This might not be a romance. This might not be somebody else. This might not be 2.2 children and a picket fence. This might be anything that you want it to be. This might be moving countries. This might be a job when everyone tells you, don't be crazy. You can't do that. This might be setting up your own business, but it's believing yourself, using that energy, letting go of the past. It's like if you feel like you're holding on to the past energy of something, do some cord cutting. Do some cord cutting and let it go and sit in your heart and find out why. Find out why you feel that it needs to be this way. I feel like there's a big shift coming in with this full moon in Leo, a huge shift. Bringing me to my deck. Okay. What's this shift about? What's this shift about? It's about personal power. It's about trusting your own intuition and not relying on other people, connecting with that heart energy when you just know and you're so sure. Even if you're not seeing it, you're so sure. And it's like the unquestionable. You don't need to question it. Like, listen to the whispers. Can you see that? It's just light. The angel number. It's like when you tune in to your own internal belief, you just know. You don't need to question. You don't need to watch a reading, have a reader, see a healer, see anybody. You connect with your guides. This is what we're moving into. What else? I feel like the veil, the only way to explain it's like the veil is getting much thinner. It's like the acuteness of our understanding, the cuteness of our thoughts, the accuracy of what's coming in. It's like it's being fine-tuned. It's tuning it up. It's tuning it up. I'm getting a lot of Mintaka stuff coming in. I need to do a video on the Mintaka star seed. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Okay. This is so interesting. Past lives. This is the past. You know what I've said this reading all the way through? This is about letting past energy go. Recognizing and what you've learned from your past lives, but not having to carry it through. You know, sometimes we're carrying stuff through on a cellular level. It's stored in our body, it's stored in our DNA, and there is something about cleansing this out. Lots of water, letting go of the fear. Excuse me, I can burp sometimes when I get that energy of fear that comes up, and I feel like I'm cleansing it up. I'm letting it go. The past, all the stuff, you know, it's on your back, it's the past, it's behind you. It is a connection through lifetime. And sometimes there's feels like, you know, you've lived many lives, because you have. and the people that you bring with you and are in this lifetime with you, there's something very, very significant about that. There's something that's shifting about that. Tell me more about the past lives and letting go. Do we have anything else? Anyway. Ace of Swords. Better understanding, more clarity. And I literally just got this breath. Nine of Swords. Letting go of the fear. You know, when we go into trauma, when we experience, whether it's physical trauma, emotional trauma, grief and trauma is held in the lungs. It's that breath, you know, it's like what we do when we're in shock. But what happens is that it can get frozen. That can get frozen. And then physically, you can take on many manifestations, lung conditions, asthma, anything that's breathing, because that trauma has not been released. And I feel there's something about the energy that's moving this through and allowing. It's just like a switch has been flicked. And it's like, and I just feel like some of the past stuff, it's just like, it just no longer bothers me. I'm letting it go. This is all about cutting out the past. And that's why the swords have come up, cutting out the past. God, sometimes it takes a while, you know, to just filter through. Okay. What else? Moving forward. Oh my God, you can't make this up. What else from the past, karma? Sorry, you can't see these cards very well because of the like cause and effect. 55, when we had the 22, we've got 55 change, and also 55 equals 10, end of cycles. We had the 9 of Swords. What comes after the 9 is the 10. We let go of the fear and anxiety. We come to the end of the cycle. Our karmic past, our stuff from the past, we're letting go, we're cutting that out. And where are we moving forward to? The breakthrough, the phoenix. 38, which goes into the number 12, the breakthrough. It's like rising, phoenix rising from the ashes. Everything you've learned from the past, everything that you've collected through the past lifetimes, through the past experiences, it's now going to be used and harnessed and moved into that personal power. Like it's the Leo energy of that personal power that's moving forward. It's going to help propel you forward. Absolutely amazing energy. Okay, what else? What else as we come to a close? What else do we need to know, please, Spirit? Again, what else do we need to know? There's certainly throat clearing that's going on here. Certainly big throat clearing. What else? What else do we need to know? Breathe. Breath is very important, and water. Drink lots of water. I feel like foods that you need to eat that need to be very hydrating. Raw foods, fruits, vegetables, salads, lettuce. You know, that's all that sort of stuff that I'm seeing. Number 45. We've got 7th house of relationships. It's about the relationship with the self. What do we get? Judgment and the Sun. The relationship with others, the relationship with self, the relationship with the collective, the relationship, the internal energy is so within, without. When we harness that solar plexus energy, that solar plexus light that's coming in from this Leo full moon, it's like it is expansive. It's coming in from the crown, as we said in the very beginning, but it's igniting the strength. It's bringing up the judgment. It's allowing you to see where it is you want to go without fear. And it's going to work out because we've got the Sun. You're heading in the right direction. If you're moving through the right path, there's actually a chariot heading on there. Here, coming through. So for some of you, this may be coming through really, really quickly. It's like trust, have faith. I do feel there's people coming in around you that's going to help support you. If you're reaching stumbling blocks and you don't know how to move this forward and you don't know how to get this off the ground, ask your guys to call people in, because I feel that there is a whole array of people that are coming in to help you, whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground, whether this is a business, whether this, whatever it is you're calling in, there is something you're going to see movement again, something that's going to feel very empowering, very strong, very enlightening. Okay, guidance, please. Follow my beautiful warriors. What an amazing reading. What else do they need to know? Can we have some guidance, please? Time is an illusion. Give it up to the divine. That's that light, that's that inner knowledge, that's that when you connect with your guides, when you connect with your star seeds, with your planets, with your tribe, with all the support that you have around you in the spiritual realm, you'll end up where you need to be. Trust the process. Trust the path. You're getting where you need to be. You are where you need to be. We're all where we need to be. Enjoy the journey. Okay, my lovely warriors. Much love.